Hi everyone, can you believe that it is week 6? Here we are. Looking forward to this week. We have a lot of announcements and I have a lot of things I want to talk to you about. So let's get right started and get started right away and we can talk about what we're working on this week. So I hope you're excited about Divergent. Which is what we are reading the first half of this week. So this week we'll do half of the book, and then we'll take a break next week, and then we'll work on the second half of the book the week before spring break. So I love this book. It's, of course, a dystopian novel, and I think you're going to really enjoy it. It's one of my favorites. So for the microtheme essay this week, I want to have you think about this novel in a similar way, but I wanted to give you some other possibilities also. So Divergent, again, is a dystopian novel. So it's set in a society that has been broken down and has been rearranged. It's what I consider a social experiment. And I think some of the things that you could talk about in the microtheme essay could be ideas around how technology has forced the society to be created. You could also talk about ideas of how technology is used differently within this society. So again, looking at issues within the book that surround technology and the world that the characters are living in. So I'm hoping you are enjoying Divergent, and again, it's really good, so I hope you're having fun. The next thing I want to talk about is blog postings. So blog postings, I've been kind of sending emails and reminding you every week that you need to get your blog postings done. And some of you are doing great with that. So I really appreciate it. You're getting the blogs done every week. And remember, you only need to have 10 done. So if you've already done 4 or 5, you're halfway through. So the end of the semester will feel lighter for you. But some of you haven't done any at all, and this is really going to hurt you. So for this week, and for this week only, I'm willing to accept 2 blog entries to catch people up, because we have around 9 more that you can do. And it might be nice to have 1 extra one in case something happens one week. So for this week only, if you need to catch up, I'm willing to take 2 blog entries, and you could go back and do one of the prior works that we've looked at in the class. And then starting next week, that will end, and you have to pretty much get one done every week if you haven't done any, and you don't take advantage of today's little bonus of this week where you can do 2. So don't forget those blog postings. Remember, they're worth 100 points. So even if you turned everything else in and you got A's on everything, it would take you down a full grade. So they're really important. Make sure they get posted, and I just wanted to remind you. The last thing that I want to talk about, and I'm going to read off of the script here for a second. Sorry, that went right in front of my face, is the midterm essay. And this is really important because the midterm essay is due Sunday, March 13th by midnight. That's the weekend right before we go on spring break. And there is a prompt for this essay on Blackboard, essay number 1, and I'm going to read the prompt to you, but I wanted you to start thinking about this so that you can start working on this essay. You've got a couple weeks before it's due, and you probably might want to start early so that you can make sure that you're doing a good job with this. So I'm going to read the prompt that I have, and it's going to look weird, but oh well. So at midterm, each of you will write a 4 to 5 page paper that analyzes and synthesizes a minimum of 1 novel or movie with a theoretical treatment that we have read. In this paper, you'll be able to pick an aspect of the novel or movie that interests you and consider it alongside a piece of theory that we have read. You should be able to think of possible directions for this paper through the microtheme essays and weekly blog postings. They should be an in-depth look at how technology and science fiction are related. This paper will be written in MLA format with correct usage of in-text citations. I expect there to be a clear delineation between your work and the work of the text that you are using. So let me explain a little bit more. That's the prompt. It says basically you're going to look at a piece of fiction or a piece of a movie that we have been looking at, and you're going to look at some of the theory and some of the articles that I have picked, and I want you to do synthesis and analysis. So I want you to connect them together, thinking about how these things relate. So can you use more than one fiction piece? Yes. So if you wanted to look at 2 parts of the Terminator series that we have been working with, that would be fine. Or if you want to juxtapose Phil to the Terminator, or Divergent to the Frightening Reign of Phil, those are possible ways that you could do it. And you can also include some of the theory that we've been looking at, like the Terminator scenario, Terminator or transformation, and then we're going to get to another one next week called Beaucamp's Technology in the Dystopian Novel. So you'll have multiple sources for these essays. Again, 4 to 5 pages where you're working through ideas around technology within the novels or the movies, and then with the theory that we're looking at in class. Can you use theory that's outside of what I've given you? Yes, that is totally acceptable. So if there's an idea or a theoretical lens that you want to look through and you want to use that within your argument or your ideas within the paper, that's totally acceptable. So you don't have to feel limited by the ones that we've read, but you can use the ones that we've read if you want to for a launching ground. I'm expecting clear delineation between you and your sources. So that means that everything has to be cited properly with in-text citations, parenthetical or signal phrases should be used. We're using MLA format. You should have a works cited page. All the sources that you're using should be cited in the works cited page and the in-text citations. If you paraphrase material, that also would require a citation. I'm seeing good work with this in the microtheme essays, so I'm not really extremely worried about it. The other thing I wanted to say is that if you found an idea that you really liked in a microtheme essay or in a blog posting, something you go, yeah, I'm really interested in this and I want to research this more. Maybe I want to go look on EBSCOhost or Academic Search Premier, or I want to do some Googling and find out more about this problem or issue that you've kind of addressed in a blog or a microtheme essay. That is totally fine. So you can use information from those works within your essay. So don't feel like, oh, I said that before, so I can't do anything else with it. No, that's the point. I had you write the essays, the microtheme essays, and the blogs so that you would have some things to kind of feed off of. So you might want to go back and look at the microtheme that really stood out to you or that you really enjoyed writing, or a blog post that a lot of people responded to, and hopefully those might give you ideas for this paper. Again, if you're struggling with this paper, if you're struggling with ideas, come by my office hours. A lot of you have done that, and I'm here and I'm willing to help. They're Monday and Wednesday from 1 to 3, and I typically am here on Tuesday and Thursday from around 3 to 5, but it's best if you shoot me an email and you let me know if you're going to come, and then I'll make sure that I hang out. Hey, I've been loving all the work. I'm loving the course. I think you guys are doing a great job. And if you have any questions, shoot me an email, and we can talk more about the essay as we move along. If you have questions, I'll try to address them in any videos that I can do. Hey, you guys, have a great day. It's beautiful out there. Really hard to stay focused, right? But you can do it. You're a quarter of the way in, so kudos to you. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you later on this week. Have a great day.